What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. So I want to talk about the shanking that happened to Derek Chauvin. I'm pretty upset about it. I got caught earlier on my other channel, my non-political channel. I was on an open mic, a hot mic to be exact, and I was looking at the article and my heart went out to Derek, and I actually said it out loud. I'm like, oh, my heart goes out to him. I feel a little helpless because it's like, what can be done about the justice system right now? And he doesn't belong in jail. He did not kill George Floyd, fentanyl, inner tube lip Floyd. He didn't have anything to do with that. That was all. The reason why George Floyd right now is maggot food is because of George Floyd's actions. It's because of the drugs he took. But what a lot of people are not discussing is the autopsy report. The official one. And no one is talking about how the whole knee on the shoulder or even on the neck or head, this was a procedure that was taught to the Minneapolis police doing police academy. So you're going to punish a man for doing something he was trained to do? Listen, if you are thinking about getting into police department, please don't join the police force. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. You want to make some real good money, and you want to not have to be caught up like Derek Chauvin. Go into private security. Open up your own bodyguard company. I mean, that's where the real money is. I'm speaking from experience. But when I look at police officers today, they're so different than when I was a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Big Bertha right here would never make the cut if she went to the police department when I was enrolled. But they're so hard up for just anybody. And they lowered the standards too. Do you know we had to take a physical fitness test every year? And we had to qualify at the gun range twice a year. So it was bi-yearly, okay? So you had like winter and spring. That was combined. So you had to, between the winter and spring, you had to qualify at the range. All right. And if you did not qualify the first time at the gun range, you was given one more chance, but you were put on a desk and your gun was taken away until you passed it. And if you failed it the second time, boom, you're out of there. Okay. And so then you have the summer and fall season. So those are the two seasons. The winter and spring was one season, and the summer and fall was the second season. And we had to qualify twice a year. We also had to get updated training. I mean, it was just so serious back then, and now it's just a freaking joke. And why go to jail for doing your job? And if you are one of these crazy people who are like, well, I want to make a change. I want to help the black people, get the criminals. You're a fool. Let me tell you something. I thought that way. Let me tell you that first week, I was over it. When you see the people who are attacking you, who are shooting at you, or who actually stabbed you. I got stabbed, you know what I'm saying? I think like 2-3 months before I left the police department. You know what I'm saying? These are not people that you are trying to protect, but you can't tell the difference. And no matter what, they will always side with the didn't do's against you. It's not in the culture to defend and love the police under any circumstances. And trust me, they was dealing with the snitches, get stitches back then like they are today. And when I look at the police force today, I'm like, damn, I'm so glad I don't live in the city. In my opinion, they got the worst of the worst because they get treated the worst. And they have to lower the qualifications and standards more. The more you come into the rural areas, the higher the standards are. And the happier the police are. Or deputy sheriffs, it depends, higher deputy sheriffs or higher police. It's just, I'm sorry. I just look at a profession that I was a part of, and it's so different from when I was a cop versus today. And I'm going to say this again, because I've said this to those of you who have been part of my live stream. I told you, keep your children out of the military. This is the terrible time to have them in the military. I've been saying this even when Trump was in office. I've been saying this. Okay. After I've noticed what happened under Obama, Barack Obama and Michael. Okay. I was like, oh no. And I have always been an advocate of, I know it's your legacy. I know your great-great-granddaddy was in the army. Your granddaddy was in the army. And now your dad is in the army. So you want to, no, it's not. You are fighting rich men's wars. And it's not worth your children being brought here in a box, a flag-colored box, an American flag-colored box. Just because you want to keep up your legacy. And I feel the same way in reference to the police force, because let's just go down memory lane just a little bit. I'm going to do my best not to make this video long, but when OJ was found innocent, that's when we were all aware about the canary in the coal mine. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was one of the rare blacks who was like, OJ was found not guilty. I mean, everybody was cheering. Everybody was happy. Oh my God. People were just like dancing, and they had a block party. And I'm sitting here like, huh? OJ was found not guilty? But right here is where it started, in my opinion, this is when it started to go downhill in reference to our justice system. It started to let a certain people of certain demographics, they let just, don't do that no more. And then other people of, what shall I say? Hold on a second. Where are you at? Hold on. It started to let other people of other demographics catch hell and beyond. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, right. And this is when we should have realized right then and there, our justice system is going downhill to where this man is now serving time. Well, currently he's right now in the hospital. That's what we're going to talk about. But I just wanted to just get this out of here. I got to get my thoughts. I want to be able to talk about how I feel on these videos from now on. But, this man is innocent. He's innocent. He did not kill no George Floyd. He didn't do it. George Floyd killed George Floyd. Okay? I don't know, man. What is going on with society when I can't help you if you don't help you, if you can't help yourself, folks, and you know what folks I'm talking about. You are your worst enemy, just like black people. Black people are their worst enemy, and you white folks start saying, hold my beer. And then look what you do to your own. You know what I'm saying? So I let's go ahead and discuss this. I want to talk about this really quick. Let's read this. I'm also going to read an article. I just pulled it up in reference to how Derek Chauvin has recovered. As many of you all know, this has been this case, the Supreme Court, when was it? I don't know if it was the U.S. Supreme Court. It was the Supreme Court in Minnesota. I forget. Anybody know, please leave your comments below. By the way, I really I read the comments, and you guys have been very helpful in reference to the little buggy. You told me that they buy that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But anyway, I just, he's not supposed to be in jail, and somebody shanked him, stabbed him, and now he's in the hospital. He seemed to be doing fine, but why wasn't he in solitary confinement? And why is it that this jail has had so many breaches where somebody was able to bring in a gun into the facility? So what's going on? I know what they're going to say. I know I already heard the excuses. Well, we're low on staff. Our cameras are not working. And I'm like, really? Is that what y'all saying? What does that have anything to do with him being in solitary confinement for his own good? You know what I'm saying? Why he's in general population with the other prisoner staff. And I don't know if this is the case in Minnesota, but it is in Georgia. But I know this is going to sound strange, but I stand by it. It's times like this that I'm like, Derek, go ahead and join the Aryan Brotherhood, baby, so you can protect yourself. He won't do it. He won't do it. He will not join a controversial pro-white gang in jail because he doesn't want to. People are already calling him a white supreme pizza, so he doesn't want to, give them evidence that that's what he's doing. But I promise you, had he joined these white supreme pizza gangs in the jail, he wouldn't have been shanked. He's all by himself. And I know that's going to be controversial. I don't care. I stand by it. I mean, I don't want Derek to die. I don't want nothing to happen to him because he's innocent. All right, let me just stop. Okay. So here we go. Breaking. This was not breaking. This happened a while ago. This happened yesterday. Right now it's Sunday. So I could have done a video about this yesterday, but I just didn't. Derek Chauvin staff seriously injured in prison by fellow inmate report. So let's go ahead and read this here. Okay. A source familiar with the situation informed the Associated Press that Derek Chauvin, the ex-Minneapolis police officer currently serving jail time in connection with the death of George Fentanyl Inner Tube Lip Floyd, was stabbed and seriously injured by another inmate on Friday at a federal prison in Arizona. The assault occurred at the Federal Correction Institution in Tucson, a medium security prison facility facing challenges due to security lapse and staff shortages. The prison providing the information I told you I was going to mispronounce this. I didn't proofread this. The person providing this information spoke anonymously to the AP as they were not authorized to publicly disclose details of the incident. The Bureau of Prisons verified that an incarcerated individual was assaulted at FCI Tucson around 12:30 p.m. local time on Friday. According to the agency's statement, reporting staff contained the situation and administered life-saving measures before the unarmed inmate was transported to the hospital for further treatment and evaluation. Chauvin recently characterized his trial as a sham as he made his first comments to the media since Floyd's death as part of a new documentary called The Fall of Minneapolis. He did a documentary? God, I hope he played him good. Because they're going to pass him. They're going to play him as he's so evil. He this, he that. Chauvin asserted that he applied a restraint technique on Floyd as instructed by the police department. Yeah, they teach them how to do this. How did he get his appeal rejected? This is crazy. There need to be a court investigation done in this. I don't even know what happens now. In the documentary, he and fellow officers contend that Chauvin's knee was positioned on Floyd's shoulder blade, which is true. Because we see the idiot facing us with his neck exposed. But they control the narrative, you know what I'm saying? Chauvin was accused of, I don't want to hear no more. I don't care about this clown known as Fentanyl Floyd. But anyway, let's look at the video that talks about this in detail, and I guess we'll go and hear some more about this, and then I'm going to read the article that talks about the after effects and how Derek is doing now.
And we begin here at 10 o'clock with Fox 10 News alert out of Tucson. The former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd is seriously hurt in a stabbing at the federal prison in Tucson.
A law enforcement source says that Derek Chauvin was stabbed by another inmate today. The Bureau of Prisons says that an inmate was assaulted and hospitalized, but they did not identify the victim. Chauvin is simultaneously serving federal and state sentences of over 20 years in Floyd's death back in 2020.
Now, it all happened at the Federal Correctional Institution, Tucson. That is a medium security facility. It has about 380 inmates. Chauvin has been here since August of 2022, and he was moved from Minnesota. That is where George Floyd was killed after he was kept in solitary confinement. And they moved him here because of fear of retaliation.
Yeah, and he still got stabbed because you guys won't put him in solitary confinement because he doesn't want to join a particular group of people that will definitely protect him.
His lawyer. Right now, any visitation at this facility has been suspended until we learn more. The prison, though, has had some troubles in recent months that we've reported on, a number of security lapses and staffing issues.
Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, let's read this. Derek Chauvin's family being kept in the dark after prison attack. An attorney for Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George inner tube lip Floyd, said Saturday that Chauvin's family has been kept in the dark by federal prison officials after he was stabbed in prison. The lawyer, Gregory Erickson, slammed the lack of transparency by the Federal Bureau of Prisons a day after his client was stabbed on Friday by another inmate at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson, Arizona, a prison that has been plagued by security lapses and staffing shortages. A person familiar with the matter told the Associated Press on Friday that Chauvin was seriously injured in the stabbing. The person spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to publicly discuss the attack. On Saturday, Brian Evans, a spokesperson for the Minnesota Attorney General's office, said, "We have heard that he is expected to survive." Erickson said Chauvin's family and his attorneys have hit a wall trying to obtain information about the attack from Bureau of Prisons officials. He said Chauvin's family has been forced to assume he is in stable condition based only on the news accounts and has been contacted the prison repeatedly seeking updates, but have been provided with no information. Yeah. You're the wrong color. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what I'm saying? To Derek Chauvin's family. I'm so sorry to hear it. Because had you been, a little darker, had a little melanin, they would have given you the blueprint. They would have gave you access to the hospital. They would have basically gave you the CCTV camera footage. You know what I'm saying? You can make this stop when you really had enough. When you work on the problems within your own group of people. Stop looking for blacks and Latinos to help you. You're the problem. Black people are descending downward because they don't want to focus within the problem within their own people. And I'm a transracial rooftop Korean, so I don't claim them folks, okay? But the same thing with you guys. There's so many white people cheering on the stabbing of Derek Chauvin. They are literally happy that this man is in the hospital. I expect blacks to do this. But anyway. The white guilt got to stop, dude. It's got to stop. And I know you all don't like this, but the white guilt is just as alive and kicking on the right as it is on the left. I'm going to say something that's going to probably hurt your feelings, those of you who support Trump. Do you think if Trump gets reelected, he will pardon Derek Chauvin? Oh, no. Why? Come on. Tell me why your Cheeto God will not do that. Oh, I'll tell you. He don't want to make the black people that he's been pandering to so much mad. He don't want to make them angry. He keeps on this delusion of, the black people love me. Yeah, we're gonna get them off the Democratic plan. Shut up. No, you're not. So he would never do anything. By the way, black people used to love some Trump until he became a Republican president. Now they hate him. Tribal. And what does him and all the other white folks keep doing since then? Oh, we got to cater to the blacks. We want their votes. Yeah, still, if you just get half of your race, not even half of your other race, because it's 50% of whites support Trump or are registered Republicans. But if you could just get 20% of your libtard cousins and friends to come to that side, you ain't got to worry about getting the black vote, you idiots. Derek Chauvin does not belong in jail. He really doesn't belong in jail. He doesn't belong in jail. Anyway, I would never be a police officer again. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, I ain't gonna never be no police officer again. I'm done with that. But if I was in my prime and was given an opportunity today to do it, I was like, hell no. If you know people who are in it, if you are a parent and it looks like your son is going that way, you better teach him about this. Show him this man. Show him how he did not do anything unauthorized, unethical. They did everything by the book, and according to the autopsy, he did not take out no George fentanyl anatube lip Floyd. And here it is. We have a bad person. George Floyd is a bad person. He is a didn't do. He is a criminal, career criminal. And you guys want to risk your life for that clown? Really? Hold on. Where is it? Where is that? Oh, I thought I had a picture. I thought I had a picture of fentanyl Floyd. I guess I don't. But no, I thought I did. I guess I was. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so disgusted looking at that ugly man that I was like, I just removed all the articles that had his picture on there. So that's the reason why I got. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I'm rambling at the moment now, so I'm just gonna stop. And yeah, I'm going to just end it with. We have to, I really don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not familiar what happens when the Supreme Court denies an appeal. I don't know. What do you do now? What do you do when the evidence are overwhelming? You know? What do you do under these circumstances? And I wish Derek would do what he has to do and stop worrying about being called a white supreme peacer and do what he has to do and join a certain group to protect himself from being shanked again. But that white guilt is a mother effer. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And yeah, let me know what you think below in the comments section. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Tates.